Hello, Miss Redfern's class. Hi, boys and girls. My name is Miss Brenda, and I work here at the library at 24th Street, as you guys can tell by my background. So I know this week you guys are doing or are studying clothes. We're learning all about clothes, and so we're gonna read a couple of stories that relate to that. I hope that sounds like fun to you guys. The first story we're going to read is titled Polka Dots for Poppy by Amy Schwartz. At bedtime, Mama said, "Tomorrow we're going back to school shopping." Ava said, "I want a princess dress." Charlie Ann said, "I want a cowboy vest." Isabel said, "I want a purple dress." Poppy said, "Polka dots." "My princess dress," Ava said, "will be pink and princessy, with long princess cape and a gold pointy crown." "My cowboy vest," said Charlie Ann, "will have 4 cowboy pockets for 4 shiny apples for Trigger my horse." "My purple dress," Isabel said, "will have 12 purple buttons and 2 purple pockets and purple puffed sleeves." "Polka dots," said Poppy. "Good night, fashion plates," Mama said and turned out the light. All night the girls dreamed of princessy princesses, of puffed purple sleeves, of horses named Trigger, and of polka dots. The next morning, bright and early, Mama and the girls left for the mall. When Cinderella's shoes opened, they were the first ones inside. "Pink jellies," Ava said. "How princessly perfect." "Purple sneakers," Isabel said. "Do you have purple socks?" "Cowboy boots," Charlie Ann said, with cowboy curly cues. But for Poppy, there were no polka dots. Then up the up escalator and into girly Jean, Ava found a princess dress with a pink princess sash. Then flirty skirty, Isabel found a purple dress with 12 purple buttons. And at yippee ki-yay, Charlie Ant found a cowboy vest with long cowboy fringes. But for Poppy, there were no polka dots. Poppy sat down on her bottom. "Poppy," Ava said, "you'd look so pretty in pink." "Or purple," Isabel said. "Or in a vest," Charlie Ann said, "with fringes and pockets." "Stripes," Mama said, "can be very nice." "Polka dots," said Poppy. "I think," Mama said, "it's time to go home." In the van, Isabel sang, "Purple's spectacular." Ava chanted, "Princesses rule, school." Charlie Ann whinnied like Trigger. Poppy said nothing at all. After supper and stories, the girls climbed into bed. Ava doodled dots on her doodle pad. Isabel popped and unpopped her poppy beads. Charlie Ann spilled a whole box of Red Hots on her comforter. Poppy snored a small baby snore. Ava sat up. "I've got it," she said. "Me too," Isabel said. Charlie Ann said, "Let's get to work." Very quietly, Ava and Charlie Ann dug in the art box and found the waterproof markers. And very quietly, Isabel pulled open Poppy's dresser drawer. In the morning, Mama woke Poppy. "Sleepyhead, let's get you dressed." Mama pulled open Poppy's dresser drawer. "Sweetie," she said, "are these your white shorts?" Poppy clapped her hands. Her white short shorts were no longer white. Poppy's white shorts were covered with blue and purple and yellow polka dots. "Oh my," Mama said, "oh my." "And Poppy, your white strappy sandals." Poppy laughed. Her white strappy sandals were no longer white. Her sandals were covered with red and red orange and blue green and green blue polka dots. Gracious, Mama said. Good gracious me. And your white cotton play dress. Poppy jumped up and down. Her white cotton play dress was no longer white. The play dress was covered with pink and magenta and violet and sea green and yellow orange and orange yellow and sky blue and midnight blue polka dots. Poppy, Mommy said, let's find your sisters. Ava and Isabel were eating toast in the kitchen. Charlie Ann was making chocolate milk. Wow, Mama said. Poppy twirled in a circle and she twirled around twice. Ava said, how pretty, polka dot shorts. Isabel said, and polka dot sandals. Charlie Ann said, and a polka dot dress. Who would have guessed? Yes, Mama said, who would have guessed? And then, after breakfast, the girls all played school. Ava wore her princess dress and her gold pointy crown. She looked very princessy. Isabel wore her purple dress with 12 purple buttons. Charlie Ann wore her cowboy vest and her chaps. And Poppy wore... Friends, what do we think Poppy is wearing? Let's see. Polka dots! That's right, she wore polka dots. Okay, so this is our second story. It's titled Superfab Saves the Day. And again, we're still going with our topic of clothes. Superfab was really super. He lived in a super rabbit hole with a super living room where he read super books. He even had a super kitchen where he made his super spicy pumpkin carrot juice. But best of all, Superfab's super rabbit hole had, let's see what it had, a super walk-in closet. What should I wear today? Nope, too old. That's totally out of style. No way, I can't go out looking like this. They'll call me Super Carrot for sure. Being the best dressed superhero sure took a lot of time. So long that by the time Superfab finally arrived at the scene of a crime, another superhero with a super costume would have already gotten the job done. Everyone got tired of Superfab always being late. They called him less and less, and then they stopped calling him at all. Superfab became super sad. Then one day, the red phone rang again. It must be a wrong number, Superfab thought to himself. But a voice shouted over the phone, help! Superfab! A monster is attacking the city, and he won't leave until it is completely destroyed. Finally, thought Superfab, justice and good taste are going to save the day. Superfab wanted to be super efficient, so he only changed his costume 3 times before heading out. He made it downtown in less than an hour. A new record, he cried. It didn't take Superfab long to figure out why he'd been called. It seemed that he was the only superhero left who could still put up a fight. With his heart in his throat, Superfab courageously marched up to the huge creature whose back was turned to him. Hey you! Hey! You big lump! Grrr! Said the monster. Wow! Those are super gloves! Where did you get them? The monster asked. I made them myself, Superfab replied. I want them. Hand them over. I don't know. I stayed up a few nights in a row to make these gloves. It took forever to design the pattern. Choose the fabric, stitch them together. Please, I'm begging you. I just have to have those gloves. Well, okay, on one condition. What's that? said the monster. You must leave our planet right away. That's impossible. I am a destroyer. I can't leave until everything is destroyed. Oh, well, I guess you're out of luck. Superfab took off one of his gloves and pretended to chew on one of his fingers. Immediately, the monster shouted, "Please, no! Stop! I'll do whatever you want!" As soon as the destroyer's ship had disappeared into space, everyone came to congratulate Superfab, the superhero who had defeated a giant just by removing a glove. When he got home, Superfab reached for his super cell phone. The destroyer's surprised face filled the screen. Superfab asked him excitedly, "Where did you get your super hood? It's so retro." "My mom made it for me," the monster replied proudly. "Would you like her number?" "Yes, please. That would be super." The end. So it seems like our superhero in this story really loved clothing, didn't he? So much so that he became known as a really late superhero for taking way too long to choose out his clothes. I hope that's none of you guys. All right, boys and girls, it was really nice reading these stories to you guys, and I hope you guys really enjoyed them. And I hope these go with the topic you guys are learning this week. Bye, friends.